Hey internet, I don't know what to say. Hey internet, I am currently in Singapore. It's actually the last stop in my Asia trip for this year, so I'm kind of sad because I don't want to go back to work. But I thought it's been about a year. Well, it's been a year since I filmed my last What's in My Travel makeup bag, and I thought I would show you guys what I brought this time, especially because it will contain my skincare as well. This looks huge on camera, especially against my head. It looks really big. It is kind of heavy, but if you saw what I brought on my last trip, which was in April this year, then you'll know that I have really tried to, reel it back in and make it a little bit more manageable. I still have a long way to go. I know you're gonna look at this and you're gonna think, how many faces do you have? Do you need that much makeup? And I know, I don't need you to tell me that, but I'm working on it. It's work in progress. Sorry, it's really sunny outside, so my eyes are going like really squinty, but I'll try and look a little bit more alive. So basically, this is a 2-compartment bag, and I'll open it up like this. Oh, it's quite big. So here I have my brushes. This side I have skincare, which I could go through as well. Maybe I'll go through it really quickly. And then I have makeup. So I have a lot of products here. Oh, and on this side where this is jewelry, I actually keep cotton pads and Q-tips. I want to try and get through this really quickly because I know how long these videos can be. Yeah, I'm gonna zip through them in miniature reviews. By the way, even though the air conditioning is on, it's kind of hot. It's really warm in Singapore. This is probably the most frequent country. This is the country I come back to the most because I have so much family here. I'm still not used to the heat. Just can't hack it. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go through skincare and then I'll go through makeup. I didn't use all the products I brought, so I don't know whether I should just show you the ones that actually I brought that I used. For the most part, I found that instead of bringing a whole ton of serums, I like to bring a lot of sheet masks, like face masks instead, and that just saves a lot of space and just makes it a lot easier. This is my favorite. I bring this everywhere. It's my daytime moisturizer. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. Can't live without this. Always use this. And then on top of that, I always use this, the Biore UV Aqua. It's like a sunscreen. You've seen this in my travel skincare videos, so essentials. I always have a toner, and I'm not attached to any particular toner, so anyone will do. Then I have the Bioderma Krelian Essential. I use this to remove my makeup under my eyes. By the way, you're not going to see my cleanser or my cleansing oil because I keep that in a different bag that I store in the bathroom because I obviously don't put this in the bathroom. Cleanser is just whatever sample I have, and to be honest, a lot of skincare is whatever samples I had on hand. And then the cleansing oil is just Schumer's Ultimo, the orangey one, dark orangey one. Yeah. And anything that doesn't get rid of, I'll just use the Bioderma, usually under my eyes. The moisturizer I've been using is this Ole Hendrix Sheer Transform. Seems okay. Don't really have any real strong opinions about it. It seems like a good all-round moisturizer. The eye cream that I've been using is this La Roche-Posay. There we go. It's okay as well. I don't have any real feelings towards this so far. It works well, I suppose. Oh, and because I'm flying and been flying so much in this trip, I always make sure to bring some facial oil. So I've been using the Josie Maran Argan Oil. It's great. I still actually prefer the one from Sukin, the hydrating oil, but this is really good too. And I feel like the packaging is a little bit more sturdy for travel, whereas the one from Sukin tends to, I don't know, the stopper comes out, just doesn't work very well, so it's much better at home, even though I prefer the oils from that. And also, can't live without this. My Urage, I'm looking for the English one because I can't pronounce French. Urage Anti-Irritation Cream. This is amazing. It is almost as good as using cortisone cream if you have eczema. And then of course, lip balm. Just standard old lip balm, Nivea. I use the original one at home, but I still have this one and another flavor because I got sent a little pack from Nivea, and so I've just been slowly using these, and they're great. Just good general lip balms. I'm not going to show you the rest of the stuff I have because I didn't actually use it, so that was a bust. So I should probably just bring these and a whole bunch of masks next time. I'd show you the masks, but I've used most of them. And you already know most of them as well. I think I showed it to you on my my travel skincare video. That's the one. I don't think you guys need to see my brushes. Like, they're pretty standard. They're just brushes that you would use. So like I would do my makeup at home as if I was gonna go out, and all those brushes that I use, I would just throw in here. Simple. Cotton pads and Q-tips. I actually didn't have to use any of mine because each of the hotels I stayed at provided them. So that's a little part of me that felt good about it. Like, I saved some money, even though I probably spent a small fortune on other things, so it evens out. Not really. Makeup. The fun stuff. Okay, so first is this NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I found this is probably the darkest shade I own, and it has always been good for me. Like, it's a little bit on the yellow side. I feel like most people are gonna love Sheer Glow just because it's great medium coverage, it's smooth, easy to blend, just really great. I'm not sure this shade is great for me though. One of my favorite foundations, really great. This is the Glan Meteorites Compact. It is quite old now. You can't get this particular one anymore. They've changed to like a gold packaging, but I bought this a while back and I never used it, so I've started using it, and you can see it has this really cool floral design inside. Oh, I love it so much. This powder is amazing. It smells like roses, but not like Chanel. I feel like Chanel's rose scent is a little bit overpowering, whereas I feel Glan's, oh my god, I'm saying it wrong. It's Guerlain. I'm sorry, Guerlain, and I'm probably still saying it wrong. Oh, the sun's going down. I feel like this one is just the smell. I actually really like the smell, and the powder is so lightweight, translucent. It's just amazing. It's like one of my favorite powders now. So I've bought the gold one as a backup because that's how I roll, even though I have so many face powders, but this is so good. Eye primer. I need eye primer. I know some people don't really think they need eye primer, but for me, I feel like I really need eye primer. The balm put a lid on it. It's really great. It has no pigmentation, so it doesn't cover up your veins if that's what you're looking for, but I didn't really care because on holiday I tend to wear a lot of eyeshadow anyway, so it doesn't matter. But at home, when I go to work, because I keep my makeup at a real minimum, this probably wouldn't do so well, and so I'd use something else like the Lorac eye primer. That one at least has some pigmentation, so I use that. Eyeshadow, Bobbi Brown. This is an old palette. It is the Sand Tortoise Shell eye palette. Not sure what year this was released in, but you know me, right? I buy eyeshadow from all the collections all the time, which is a really bad habit, and I gotta stop doing that because I have way too many eyeshadows now. Cute example here, and I'm trying to use them all because I'm gonna ramble now, but at home I always stick to the same things over and over again because work and blah blah. So I'm trying to use all the eyeshadow palettes I have, and I'm trying to stop buying it. But that's not gonna happen because I'm an addict. But this has a lot of great eyeshadows in it, all neutral based. And I've been pretty much using every single eyeshadow in some variant or form. It gives you a really nice soft neutral eye or a nice smoky neutral eye. Perfect, love it. Eyeliner, I'm not sure why I brought so many eyeliners, but I'm gonna show you them all now. I have a lot of eyeliners and I don't know why I needed them all because I mainly just use the Bobbi Brown gel liner, of course, because I love gel liner. It is the thing that I use all the time. So the Bobbi Brown gel liner, the best, so good. I also brought the Benefit Their Real Push-Up Liner, which is a gel liner but in a pen form. The more I use it, the more I'm like about it. I don't feel like the formula is as good as a traditional gel, like a pot gel, at least not from my experience. And also, can you see this? I'm actually gonna make an effort to show you guys this because this gets really annoying. I'm not sure how in focus this is, but it has, every time you finish using it, it has this little bit of extra that pushes through when you open it next time, which means you have to wipe it down, which is super inconvenient. Yeah, I don't know, I just find that really annoying, and then I find it a little bit difficult to use. I still like it, and I can still see the benefits in it. If you can't bring a brush with you and you want to use gel liner, then this is really the only alternative you've got. So I see that, but I don't know, maybe more work eventually. It's still great, but not as great as the pot liners, in my opinion. Then I brought the Dolly Wink a liquid liner, which I didn't use because I don't use liquid liner that much, to be honest. I use it more just to deepen the color or the pigmentation if my gel liner doesn't do a good job. And then I bought this Stila smudge stick, which is pencil liner, and it was really just meant for my waterline if I wanted to wear a smoky look out. Next is going to be mascaras, and I brought 3 mascaras. I don't know why, I just did. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express. Love this. It's like a messy version of the Lancome Hypnose. Very volumizing. Got to get a new one. This is dried out now pretty much. I've got the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes. This is okay. Plastic brush. Oh, by the way, this has like a fiber brush, bristle or whatever. This is more plastic bristle. I'd call this the average mascara, and I really brought this because I wanted to finish it up because I'm just kind of moving on to other mascaras that need to get used. And then I have the Too Faced Lashgasm, which is also a plastic bristle. What I really liked about this one is how thin the bristle is. Super thin, so it's great for my bottom lashes, which don't exist, so I create them with mascara. The only complaint I have is that the bristles are a little bit long, despite how thin the brush itself is, but the little bristly bits a bit long, and so they can feel a little bit you gotta be careful because if they touch your actual lash line, it can feel a little painful. The Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer in Sand. I love this concealer. It is amazing, so creamy, pigmented. But I don't use concealer very much, and I don't know why. I probably should, but I think that I'm lazy and I kind of just apply foundation, and then like I know I kind of have dark circles here, but I don't know, they just don't bother me enough to use concealer all the time. So I'll use them sometimes when I'm having a bad skin day, but it's not a staple in my collection that I definitely need. Got NARS palette here that has the Albatross highlighter and Orgasm blush, which I actually didn't end up using because the blush that I brought with me, I brought 2 blushes, I can't believe I brought 2 blushes, is this Clinique Glow, and this was like a sample blush that I got in one of those gift with purchases. So this came with it, and I really liked it because I seem to really like coral apricot shades lately, which is what I'm wearing now. So I just kept using this, and I never used this, and I never used a highlighter either, so didn't really need to bring that NARS pack. Anastasia Brow Wiz in Graphite. I don't need to go on about this. Bestest eyebrow product ever. Well, save for brow gel, which is also Anastasia. These two, they go together. I probably didn't really need this. My brows are naturally quite dark, but I like to fill in just the arch sometimes because I don't feel like it. I feel like it could be a little bit sparse, and especially on photos and camera, I like my brows to be a little bit more defined. But otherwise, like day to day at work, I never fill in my brows. I'll just go through some brow gel and that's about it, because that's how I roll. Oh, I have 2 lip products. Here are my Clinique chubby sticks. One is an intense and one is just a plain old chubby stick, but they're both moisturizing. They're essentially lip balms, but they're very pigmented and moisturizing. This is Super Strawberry, and the one I'm wearing right now is called Roomiest Rose. I love these because if you have dry lips, especially when you travel, my skin gets even more dry than it usually is, and I find these really moisturizing and pigmented. Whereas if I use a traditional lipstick, I have to put a balm on and then a lipstick, and that's just like, ain't no one got time for that. So I just like to use this, and that's all I need, and I can just keep reapplying it throughout the day, and I don't have to worry about chapped lips or anything like that. So that is a big plus for me. I have setting spray because I'm in a country that is super humid. And we're down to the last 2 products, which are nail products. This is just a nail base, which is just to cover my ridges because my nails are very rigidy. And then this is just a traditional OPI white polish. And I have no idea what the name is. I feel like it might be Alpine White, but who knows? Can you tell? I've just had this really weird obsession with white nail polish, and I feel like it may last a while, but I'll probably go from white to nudes to white to nudes to white to nudes. I don't know. Maybe I'll go mint because it's spring and summer in Australia. So that's everything in my makeup, travel bag, and skincare. Well, almost everything, but that's pretty much everything. And I think that's about it. So I'm going to finish off this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!